What's up, y'all? Cheddarwise here. Back with another Fallout 76 video. And this is a video that I completed another version of it a couple of months ago, maybe 6 months ago, something like that. I've since deleted it. Didn't really like the format. It is a very useful tool, though. And it's about the 250 rule. And basically what the 250 rule states is that if you pick up an item, then you have to pick up 250 more additional items in order for that first item to re-render in to the game. So there's some ways around it, and we're going to go through that. I'm also going to show you a good spot to find a tinfoil hat. I mean, everybody loves a tinfoil hat. And if you stick around to the end, I've got an additional location and a tip in order to keep the NPCs from becoming hostile towards you, so you can just go in there and loot it and not have to worry about the NPCs attacking you. So I guess let's go find us a tinfoil hat. Before we do that, I do want to tell you how much I appreciate y'all stopping by and checking out the video. If you do enjoy it, find it at all useful, be sure and hit that like button. If you're liking the content, you want to come back and see some more, be sure and subscribe to the channel. That is by far the easiest way to help show support for this channel. I don't advertise members for the most part or anything like that. So the way I ask for support is basically just by clicking that like button and subscribing to the channel, and maybe post a kind comment in there. But anyway, let's go find a tinfoil hat. So we're in the mire, at my camp in the mire, and we're literally gonna go show you where my camp is. My camp is right here. Where we're wanting to go is like right up here on this little ridge. So if you go into Berkeley Springs and you go to the church, where is Berkeley Springs? What am I talking about? Berkeley Springs, yes. And you go to the church, which is like right about here where this trail is. If you follow that trail down, you have to kill some scorch, but it'll take you, you'll pass an outhouse. And when you get to that outhouse, inside that outhouse is a tinfoil hat. As far as I know, there's only two places to get the tinfoil hat, and both of them are in Berkeley Springs area. So here's the trail. Keep following this trail. Literally, it will take you to the church. And it is an actual trail. You'll even see there's some fence posts and stuff, like fencing right here. But when you get to this fencing, you'll see this outhouse right here. It'll be a level 3 lock. And if you look right here, there's a tinfoil hat. Now, I'm gonna see if there's some bait in that box. Hang on. Open sesame, dude. No. It exists. Okay, so let's switch servers and come back and see if that tinfoil hat was in there. Okay, so we're back at the outhouse and as you can see, we are now on a public server. I have switched servers. So again, here's the location right here, right on top of that ridge line right there. Puts the crash plane at about 2 o'clock, 2:30. There's a scorch beast over here. I hear it. No tinfoil hat. So let's go reset this rule. Okay, so the first place we want to go is to Summersville, right here. As soon as you spawn into Summersville, you'll see a gray house right there. It used to be a bookstore. You want to go in that bookstore. There are going to be 3 feral ghouls in here. Relatively easy to kill. You should be standing up behind the counter. Well, that was a horrible shot. And there's one coming down the stairs. A little better. One outside. Now there is another one over here if you want to kill him. There. No more feral ghouls. Another thing you can pick up here is the autopsy board game, or the board games. There's quite a few in here. I pick up everything in here. You can just pick up the books if you want to. But the reason I do this is because the next place that we're going to go to reset the rule is not going to have quite 250 items. And there's about 280 books in here. Sometimes 260. I think it just kind of depends. But yeah, I'm going to pick up. I'll show you where the books are real quick. Some right here. Some right here. Some right here. Some right here. You go upstairs. There's some going up the stairs. There's some on this shelf. You go in this room. Some right here. Some right here. Some right here. Some right here. Lamp for copper. More books. Anyway, I'm going to pick all these up and I will bring y'all back. Okay, so I picked up everything in here. So what I want to do now is I am going to drop the books because I'm over encumbered and there's nowhere to scrap in here. So go over to the junk, and if you don't have Fallout first, dump everything that you need to dump. If you don't want to save the junk, just drop it. So, but like I said, I cleaned this place out. I'm not over encumbered anymore. So I'm gonna go scrap this, switch servers, and we're gonna see if the tinfoil hat is back. Okay, so we're back over here, and I didn't even switch servers. Basically, when I rendered in, I guess the tinfoil hat reappeared because there it is. It's there again. So let's pick this one up. I don't know who's over there shooting. And then we'll reset this 250 rule again. Okay, so in order to do this, you will have to have completed Responders Reborn at the White Spring. So, what you'll want to do, come here, hit the X, Atlantic City, current expedition, Flooded City Center, and travel to District. And that will bring you right to where I'm standing now. I've already killed most of the Overgrown, but you want to come right over this bridge here. We're going to basically the city center where all the people are. There'll be a couple of Overgrown right here with the pollinator. You need to kill the pollinator first, because if not, you can't kill you won't be able to kill the Overgrown because it just keeps feeding them health. So go through here. You didn't have to go through that tunnel. I just did that on accident, actually. Where's it at? Where's it at? Right here. Okay. Basically right here where the people are.
Okay, let's see what's falling apart.
Come through this gate.
You know, one thing I don't miss.
I'd stay clear of the show.
Come through this door.
Seen one too many.
Their idea of fun usually puts someone in an early grave.
Back through this gate. And this place is is an awesome place to get part of your dailies, or a lot of your dailies done. Also, it's kind of like the White Spring. White Spring's another good one to get your dailies done.
108 calls yesterday.
But as we come in here, you're gonna see all kinds of stuff, just junk everywhere. Microscopes,
That woman's a saint.
chlorine beakers. I've seen those in dailies before. But you're gonna want to go in here and pick up everything in here. There is a place to scrap in here, so you can scrap it into junk, or scrap it into scrap if you want to. But anyway, I'm gonna pick all this up and then we'll go from there. Okay, so I pick up everything in here, and then even in the toolboxes, and then went upstairs. There's a couple of areas up there. There's two bathrooms that you can go in right here and here. They had a bunch of like metal buckets in them. So I got all that. And like I said, upstairs, there's a bunch of stuff upstairs. It took me less than probably 10 minutes, which, I mean, not too bad. When you get back to this area here,
Go for a ripper. Not the chainsaw guy.
right over here is a place to scrap.
Apparently, someone hijacked the last
So then you can scrap all this stuff so you're not over encumbered. But I'm gonna scrap all this stuff, and then we're gonna go back and see if our tinfoil hat is back. Okay, we're back. So I was a little short on items, so I went to White Springs Maintenance Facility and got some stuff out of there. But I really think that if I would have done the Flooded City Center first, because there's not as many items, and then did the bookstore next, then because the bookstore has, like, if you pick up everything in there, it's like 300 items. So if you did that and then you did the Flooded City Center, then you could reset and reset. I didn't pick up very many items at the White Spring, but I got a few. Let's see. I think it's pretty sure it's in here. There it is. So that is 3 tinfoil hats. Not that I even really want the tinfoil hats, but anyway, there's 3 tinfoil hats. And for those of you that have made it this far in the video, I'll give you another pointer on West Virginia Lumber Mill up here. So we're here. You're at West Virginia Lumber Mill. Figured I'd show you rather than just explain it, but here we go. So generally, if this is especially if you're either starting a new tune or you're just getting started with the game and you haven't completed this quest yet. But you know, generally these guys are really hostile at you or to you because you've killed the boss inside.
Got what you wanted. Take a hike.
See, they'll use dialogue like that. Got what you wanted, now take a hike. And because what I did was rather than kill the boss, I used an Excel in order to improve my charisma. And then I talked him down. And so now they're not hostile. If you kill him, they'll be hostile. But if you can talk him down, if you can complete the dialogue.
Don't know what you said to the boss. I guess we're leaving you alone.
See, don't know what you said to the boss, but I guess we're leaving you alone. But this is a good, the whole point in this is a really good spot to pick up items. As you can see, there's quite a bit of stuff in here. It's not quite probably as good as the bookstore because it's not just readily available. It's not all in one spot. So yeah, all these pool balls, stuff everywhere. You got a place to scrap in here. There's quite a few stim packs that can be found in here. They don't always spawn. But again, if we go down here, well, not down there, down here.
The hell'd you say to Roper? Wish I could have been there when you did.
What the hell did you say to Rover? Wish I could have been there when you did. Okay. But if you come down here, Rover's the boss. He's gone, I guess. But I didn't kill him. But this is where he is. But like I said, just use the dialogue with some Excel or whatever you got to help your charisma. And there you have it. But I guess we're gonna end that right here. Do appreciate y'all stopping by, checking out the video. If you did enjoy the video or found it at all useful or helpful, be sure and hit that like button. Drop me a kind comment. If you're finding if you're finding that you enjoy the content, maybe stick around. Hit that subscribe button. Those things are that is the 2 easiest ways to help show support for this channel, and they help out greatly, and I greatly appreciate it. But y'all take care of yourselves. Have a good evening, afternoon, morning, whatever it is, wherever you are, and I will catch you on the flip flop later.